Good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. Little bit of a delay starting today. Sorry about that. Whatever reason, my computer's still kind of running like molasses. It did just update, so I'm kind of suspicious about that, but I'll need to actually take a second and check out what's going on. So there was that, and also was starting up the game and it just decided to stop responding, so I had to shut that down and try again, and then even the second time it hung for quite a bit before it actually let me in, so yeah. Speaking of Talos 1, Talos Principle 2 coming out later this year. Which I'd forgotten, we already knew that they were making the sequel, but I guess it's the 2023 that's new. I don't know. I need to actually go back and watch the trailer. I haven't gotten a second to yet. But yes, we are most definitely playing that. All of y'all can watch me struggle to figure things out and then yell at me when I'm doing things that are overly complicated or just flat out dumb. Or if I continually walk past things and go, man, I can't find this stupid thing. How am I supposed to do this? And then be like, oh, it's right there. Okay. So, you know, the usual. How you doing, Galaxy?
You designed me to assist you. I have more instructions, but I can't access them until you've recovered both arming keys.
Alright. So a thought occurred to me after this whole arming keys thing that we were talking about when we wrapped up on Tuesday. So, like, we're already assuming that January knows stuff that we don't and was withholding information. What if she's lying to us about the keys? What if she's already corrupted? And she's just not showing it yet. Ella's game crashed. That seems more like he's playing on console. Okay. You know what? That still seems like more of a boon than anything. He's playing it on... That's on PS5? I'm sorry, that looks like a PS3 game.
You've been trapped in a simulation for 3 weeks. Normally the tests are only a few
Okay,
days
so the
long.
streamer we like to watch, we've mentioned him a lot lately, Ella Jazz. He's playing the new Lord of the Rings Gollum game today,
Attention.
and my
Station
god!
leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await
God.
further instructions.
It's out and it is hot garbage. Oh. Right, we were gonna go see if we could maybe go grab Bellamy's corpse in the trauma center. My health is 22, which is just great. Oh, it comes out tonight, but he's got early access. Okay. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, let's use one of those. Alright, I've hit G once. I've hit G twice. Okay. I don't know why it does that. I don't... The green tea also gives me, my psi back. Interesting. It doesn't mention that in the description. You feel like that would be kind of important. That's what I use for my superpowers. Trauma center. Let's go get some trauma. Or make some, I don't know. Alright, so we came in here earlier and, got absolutely destroyed. I needed to get rid of that block. That is a hilarious observation. Oh, we're so disappointed. The only description he can give is bad. Yeah. That's kind of what he does, and it's very funny. He is just so flabbergasted with it, and he's just like... It's just bad. Right! This is why we weren't coming in here. Alright, how many? Well, hang on. I do want to grab these. He's been making clips all morning. I'm sure Brood can share some of his favorites with you. Alright, so this guy's on fire. He's seen me. Let's go in. So we fought purple guys. This is a fire guy. That's Garfield. Did not go as planned. Alright, Dead Frog Day, very good. Yeah, so the plan was to, like, set those guys, you know, explode those guys, because that guy is made of fire, but I was standing directly in a, fire pit, so... Oh, hell no. Oh, right, he does that, too. I forgot about that. I'm stuck now. Damn it! Okay. Okay. You know what? Maybe we just put Bellamy on hold for a while. Maybe we don't go find him. Maybe that. I really shouldn't be fighting these guys, but God. Like, I want to do stuff. It's fine if they're challenging, but that's like just... Oh, sorry. Sorry. You're not exactly functional anyway. Can I carry you now? I can't. Why would it even... What?
Attitude adjustment required.
Attitude adjustment.
Eradicator Auto Turret version 0.7.6 online.
Why did it never respond when I... What? What? I don't... I feel like we should probably leave this
Attention. Station leadership has issued an
turret
alert.
here
All
because
personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
space to deploy. What? Oh, because I'm standing behind it. Okay.
Eradicator auto turret version 0.7.6 online. Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Okay.
Alien detected.
Why is that happening now? I'm standing in the hurdy thing. Turret is now broken. Well. So much for that, I guess. Why the hell did... We're gonna give this one more shot. I need these Cosmos. And I would love to read the emails over there, but But yeah, this may just be an area that we need to come back to later. But I do find it strange that they would give us this so early. Okay, cool. There's the map. Okay, he's going away. Okay, we're looking for Bellamy. Deep storage is, I believe, where we need to go next.
Good morning, Talos. All personnel should report to their workstations for the day. If you expect to be absent for any reason, please inform your immediate
I
supervisor.
don't even see Bellamy listed here. Okay. Who's the NSP being administered to? Inventory shows a case of the booster shots are missing. Sorry, should have informed you. NSP shot was for Chief, God, Ilyushin? I don't know. Mild physiognomic fatigue. Should have logged it. Okay. Weird, I can't pull those records up. They're not in the system. Still want me to swing by? Okay, maybe. Oh wait, I missed this one. Alejandro, please come see me. Can you transfer her charts and family records as well? Okay, and then can't find them. Okay. Incoming casualties. Oh. Oh. Attention all security officers in trauma. You have multiple people en route with injuries as well as a possible fatality. One of them is Dr. Sylvain Bellamy. Do not take him into the trauma center. He must be taken to psychotronics. This is an extremely grave security and health issue. I repeat, do not admit Dr. Sylvain Bellamy to the trauma center. Take him to psychotronics immediately. Okay, well that's where we needed to go anyway. I don't even need to be in here other than to fight stuff for fun, or I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so psychotronics then. Okay. Cool. Well, back to this one. Let's quick save after we've done that so we don't have to go back in there. There is another turret. The turrets are pretty badly damaged. Do I have any neuromods? I do. Can I repair yet? I cannot. Ah! Alright, we can get in here. Afraid my fossil laptop may not be able to run it even on low. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about my computer too. Just the few screenshots I've seen. Kinda worried about it. Elias, you left your character sheet on the printer. Don't forget we moved the game to the rec center and crew facilities and it's an hour later than usual. Do us a favor and take a happy pill before showing up. See you there. What? I mean, I'm always worried, so take that as you will. Turns out Yuri Kimura's like everyone else. I'll tell you over lunch. What? Oh, that's from Dimitri. Huh. God damn it. I was trying to right click to back out of that because that's... I just wasted all that psi. I haven't done anything, I just walked over there. That's... This game and its controls, like... I know I'm the problem. For like 90% of this. But God. Why would you not make that a different... Why would you make that right mouse? I just... And why is interact F and left click? I just... Anyway. Notes picked up. Yeah! Mouse 2 there is back! That's why I just did it here. That's exactly what just happened. God damn it. Okay. I am angry. Why would you make it like this? Like, contextualized controls are one thing. Let me actually... That's for this door, yes. Yes, okay, good. But, like, you can't contextualize the freaking menu. I'm upset about this. Not gonna pick up that tarp. I thought about it. Yes, January.
It's time we spoke. My code name is December. My purpose is to help you escape Talos 1. I know your memory's shot full of holes, but you left instructions at the Typhon shipwreck containment. Alex has a private escape pod. You made a copy of his launch key and hid it in the Neuromod division, along with the supply cache. I'll transmit the location to your map. I'll contact you again when you have the key.
Okay, that's different information than January. Interesting. Set that hold for a second while I loot. Anything else of import here? Recycler. Okay, just a broken recycler. Cool. Speaking of Bethesda, Fallout New Vegas, like Deluxe or something edition, is free on Epic right now. And now Fragile will have to replay it. Okay, you were supposed to stay back there by the... Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out! Ow! Stop! Okay. I don't like how everything just immediately kicks my ass and I can't get away from it. I'm not enjoying that. Yeah, everything immediately does so much damage and like I'm following the story. Do I just wait for him to walk up there and then just shoot that? Or is he gonna warp right past it? He sees me. Oh, okay, yeah, warp it is. Warp it is, alright. I guess I'm supposed to be using my powers. Okay, and I can't stand on either of those because then I'll take massive damage. Okay. Alright, we've survived killing one thing. I'm quick saving. Ugh. This looks fine. Yeah, this time I got him. I don't have enough, side juice to do another one of those, so, yeah. Yes, game, thank you. The problem is the hypos restore 60 and my maximum is 50, so I don't want to use that. It seems incredibly wasteful. Okay, yeah. Let's go, I guess. And like, yeah, I could use a couple neuromods to get some more basic, like, combat upgrades, but I'd really rather have the engineering thing, because a lot of the time I'm just getting zapped by the environment. Access the guts. Okay. But I'd really, really like to be able to actually repair the turrets. That seems like that would be a big help to me.
Electronics is the opposite of safe, Morgan. What are you after?
Yo!
Someone's helping you. Is it Michaela? Elazar?
See, this is the crap I'm talking about here.
On your brother's messages. We're in agreement on this one. Get through this place fast as possible. You're looking for a maintenance airlock to a utility tunnel called the Guts. It'll take you all the way to the top of the station.
Time to get immediately attacked by something that I cannot defeat. Let's go. Come here. Come here, you. Okay, I like mimics. I can handle those. They're very funny and I like them. All right. Oh, right. I have the stupid, floaty thing. We... Okay, we found the security station. Escape pod key is that way. Guts is there. Cannot enter. I know my psi is low. Thank you. Are you a tarp? Not a tarp. Okay. Are you towels? Hang on. If it was towels, it would have attacked us by now, but I still have to attack them anyway. He's back here. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Right, Alan Wake 2, release date October 13th this year? And I actually saw some tweets. There's a Twitter that I follow, Horror Visuals. Just a bunch of tweets about all kinds of horror games, indie, AAA, whatever. And he was actually recommending that that you go through and play Alan Wake and And the DLC for Alan Wake, which was like American Nightmare or something. It was, if I remember right, it was supposed to be like a horde mode thing. We didn't play it. Recommends playing those, Control, and the Alan Wake DLC for Control. He says, they're all great games, definitely worth playing through, even though the dev says that you don't need to, you know, have played all of them to enjoy the story in the second one, and I'm just like, He's entitled to his opinion, of course, but, But yeah, so that was my chuckle this morning. I have seen so many people saying that they absolutely love Quantum Break and that everyone should play it, and I'm like, that is not what I've been hearing all these years, I gotta say. And you should upgrade a weapon. Let me upgrade wrench. Cannot upgrade wrench. Can I even upgrade this anymore without, nope, I don't have gunsmith, so I can't. We can do glue gun though. Did I heal? I didn't heal. Did I? I thought I had 2 of these. Oh, God. Let me eat my, tomato jerky. Okay, this one says it does 5 and 5. Why didn't the T say it? Did the T say it and I just didn't read it right? Do we have any other snacks? Yes, those are cookies. Give me those. We're just eating all of my food here. I have booze, but I don't want to drink it because I'll be drunk. But yeah, my only exposure to Quantum Break was seeing like one video of people trying to play it, and from that I could tell it was just... Alright there. I really hate that I can't get away from those quickly. Let's reload. Lest we get freaking stuck in a situation where I have to fire something quickly and it won't reload. Well, it won't fire until it reloads. It's full of flaws as the actual game. Narrative, gameplay, graphic effects all pile up and make hot garbage of that game. So yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna leave this up for anybody who wants to read it later. I'm not gonna read it. I'm tired today. I don't want to read this. I will read the important stuff, but not the flavor text. Safety first. Just run all the showers. Look at that. Look at how hot that water is. Oh, they just turned off? Oh. That's not fun. Psychoscope mandatory beyond this point. The psychoscope down, what? Okay. Imagine I'm gonna get closer to that door and something's gonna be like, don't go in there, you don't have the thing. And I'll be like, oh. Some kind of toilet demon with a wrench. Get the rest of that. You too, for good measure. Okay. Let me actually attempt to walk in here.
Psychoscope required beyond this point.
Yep, alright. Is there more stuff back here? Yes. Precious medkit. Thank you. I probably should have just used that, but here we are. Quick save often.
Vital signs critical.
That's pretty funny. There's still one alive in here. Are you also a box? Use this one. Oh, it's that mimic back there. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we should go ahead and heal. I'm worried about how quickly I'm going through all these. Quick save. Is that the thing I need? Oh, but that is.
The psychoscope was a breakthrough. Apart from neuromods, it's the most important tech on Talos 1. Use it to scan the Typhon organisms if you want to learn what makes them tick. You invented it, by the way.
Okay. Toggle your psychoscope with Z to mark and scan nearby enemies. Scanning Typhon reveals new abilities you can acquire by installing neuromods. Okay. God damn it! Why would you let me back out of that and then... Cool, I'm just trying to loot the guy. I'm just trying to loot the... okay, yes, put that on. Okay. Cool, mimic detection. Give me things. Okay, we've got neuromods. Z to close scope. Why? Glue cannon. Extra glue cannon. Okay. There. Alright, you're dead now. Okay, now I can actually... It gave me a tutorial, which I then backed out of with, right mouse click. And then I wanted to back out of my scope so I could continue looting this guy, and instead activated my psi powers, because in order to back out of this thing, now I have to press Z. Anyway, here's some new powers we can get. Like, I would enjoy the game so much more if it just had a consistent UI. It just... No way! No way! Let's prop hunt! I can't unlock this though, despite me having 2 neuromods, but I need to go scan something else, I guess? Okay, but I do want this. We've been trying to... Hang on, what is this? I want this. I mean, definitely useful for, fooling the big guys so I don't have to fight everything. But a lot of that's gonna depend on, Okay, mouse wheel is zoom. Okay. Why would I not keep this on at all times? I mean, I guess it does severely limit your vision, but... Anyway, a lot of that depends on my execution of, becoming a mug, so...
More specimens required. Vital signs critical.
And now we die. No, why did you drop all your stuff down there? Come on. Okay, well he had candy, so I'll take it. You know what? I really should get Gunsmith. How far in is that? It's under engineer, yeah. I chose. Oh no. Oh god. It's fine. Yeah, I am just gonna have to keep this thing loaded at all times. That's right, give me candy. What are those? Ooh, yay. Tasty. And candy. Okay, well now I can hold 100 psi, which is good. So I might actually start to use those powers now, maybe. Intentionally, rather. Damn it.
Psychoscope required beyond this point.
Ah, clean.
Research complete.
Cool.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources are depleted. This should help. That should help you concentrate.
Ah, okay, science operators give me psi. That makes sense. It doesn't just go with it.
All right, Morgan. I know I can't make you stay put, but you're gonna die down there if you don't listen to me.
Cool.
You need to calibrate your psychoscope. Try scanning the Typhon specimens around you. Once you get enough scan data, the labs will open. More importantly, you'll be able to install Typhon-based neuromods. You'll be unstoppable.
Scan complete.
Typhon ability research, kinetic blast 1. Okay. Yep, there's our abilities we can look at. Create a physical blast that deals up to 50 damage and pushes away anything within 5 meters of the targeted area. Okay. Blast 2, 75 damage, anything within 6 meters. Okay.
New psionic aptitude available.
Thank you, talking suit. What else is in here?
Good. Sending you the code to his safe and direct to Kalstrup's office. I'm certain he's hidden neuromods there. Use them to install one of the Typhon abilities. Do that, maybe you'll live long enough for me to see your face again.
What coffee mug power? Give me those. It's gonna make me take one of the Typhon mods, but what I really want is the gunsmith upgrade. Alex, why the hell would I listen to you? You just want me to corrupt myself so that I will be compromised. What could possibly be in here? Can I close it? I cannot close it. Okay, it closes after a while. Very good. There's something in there.
More specimens required.
We'll just close that. We'll just close that. It is what it is.
Scan complete.
I like that it zoomed in and I have no idea what I'm looking at. I know it's a phantom. Weakness glue. Not really though. What? They are immune to EMPs, so that's good. I guess we know that. They hate glue. From what we've seen, they really don't seem like they're weak to it, but sure. Alright. That didn't... Okay, I guess that unlocked 2.
New psionic aptitude available.
So yeah, we can get that once we get all the neuromods, that's fine. Oh, I don't like this. You guys aren't mimics, are you? We would have known by now. Let's not waste precious ammo on glue. Well, this is nice. Cool, there's the safe. Let me pick up all the trash. There's a vent here. Hang on, I can fix that now. I do want cubes. I was holding F. Okay. That's fixed now and will no longer kill us. I like when things are no longer killing me. Hey, Calstrip. Cabin key and office key, okay. Hey there, Bonesy. I read it. I just didn't have any other response other than it is what it is. And we already read that one. Utilities, email. Let's check email. Our esteemed colleague, Dr. Gallegos, is posing a problem. Let's talk via Looking Glass ASAP. How was that? Oh, you got flowers in here. We'll recycle those promptly. Dr. Kelstra, patient Tokaji, insists she got her hand caught in a piece of machinery, but her wounds show evidence of bite marks. Human bite marks. Someone bit her finger off. Science operator in that file box. Okay, I'm making sure we're not gonna get mimicked while I'm reading this. When I asked security if they could find the fingers so I could at least reattach them, they said the machine had ground them up. What's going on? Okay. Well, report's still pending concerning the last experiment with V bunch of numbers. The Typhon Psychocratus initially evidenced interest in the subject, but then failed to colonize subject's mind, developed a strong aversion. In fact, experiment halted at 5:01:30 minutes at MU's request. 37 sent to recovery. While 37 has a history of psychological instability, the event seems to have inflicted additional trauma. Both MU and AU... Mu and Gold, got it. Have agreed that, 37 should be held until we can determine the origin of 37's peculiar resistance to the Typhon, Psychocrat. Okay. Yeah, alright. We sent the, Dr. Fingerbitey over to trauma. Her fingers cannot be recovered. Security will perform regular checks on his physical condition. Okay. V bunch of numbers. Okay. What else we got? Utilities. LG conference room. Archival footage. What the hell is going on behind me? Anyway, let me... I watch this here. Okay. I imagine that's playing in the... Oh, there. Okay. Figured we'd have to go into the conference room to watch that, but... Here's first contact. Finally meeting the Turians. Hello, new friend. Too friendly. Too friendly. That's fine. He's just shy. He didn't want to be on camera. Don't worry about that. Okay. And 65 Weaver, okay. Hey now, y'all behave. Rad. Okay. I knew there was a mimic in here.
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
That's pretty sneaky. Alright. Anywho, let's get into, Killstrip's safe. This I click. I do not hit F, I click. Neuromod fabrication plan. What, Alex?
Morgan, a warning. If you scan enough Typhon organisms, you'll be able to install neuromods that are powerful, but they're the reason we're in this mess. For one thing, the station's defensive turrets will identify you as an alien threat. There might be worse consequences I can't yet see. I don't want you to lose yourself.
Okay, yeah, the game kind of froze there for a second, but it's fine. We're back. Do some more recycling here. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Stompy, stompy. Yeah, I missed a lot of stuff. What? Are you aggroed onto me? You're not even... What? Okay. Gimme. If you inject too many mods, the turds will start shooting you. Specifically the bad ones, I think. Speaking of, we need to juice up a little bit. So I think these up here are okay, but these, since they're made from scanning these guys, are gonna make the turrets think that we're gooey. Crap, I only have 3. Harness the destructive power of electricity, fire, and kinetic energy. Okay. So we can go full-on Bioshock, or we can go prop hunt, and we don't have any telepathy yet. What sucks is that this uses 2 psi per second, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering the way these guys are pathed, I'm gonna have to waste a bunch of that and then just run and then die anyway. I'm gonna save up one more so I can actually get Gunsmith. But wait, we have our Neuromod Fabricator. It takes a lot of resources, but yoink. Oh my god, we can make another one. I don't want to use a whole bunch right now, but I kind of do. There we go. I want Gunsmith, faux show. Let's do some upgrades here. Did it specifically say I had to be stationary, or can I, like, run around as a mug? Because if I can move a little bit with it, it's got a lot of utility, but if I have to, just sit there, then it's a lot less powerful. That would make sense, yes. Alright, this is as strong as it's gonna get. Unfortunately. Can I don't know where that thing is. It sounds like it's above me. Hang on, Fabricator. Can I recycle? Okay, there, I can. And extra glue. How much ammo are we sitting on here? 20. That's not a lot. I would like to make one more Neuromod, though. Alright. I have enough stuff to make more. I have this many stuff. Let me make some more bullets before I make another Neuromod, though. UI is bullshit. Kinda mad about it. Let's also make some medkits. We are going through those pretty quickly. One more Neuromod. I still have not even fired the thing. More wrench! Okay. Let's quick save. We are kitted. We have 2 Neuromods right now. I can either Increase my side pool to 150 or double the duration of the well-fed bonus of the health gained. That seems pretty good. Can't grab anything from engineer yet. Security. Stealth, what is this? Toughness, increases health, increases stamina. I should probably take this, honestly, just so I can get to the rest of these. Stealth and sneak attack, I'm not even gonna bother, honestly. I should, but I'm not. Ooh. No, we need health bonuses and stuff. Honestly, I'm not too interested in these powers. It doesn't mention that we would have to be stationary. But I'm not sure if I want to use the neuromods to check that. Anyway, we're grabbing that so we can have access to all these. Google it. Mimic Matter 1 under the morph tree. Alright, quick saving again. We've done lots of things. Do we have... No, okay, we're good. And back in the atrium. Power control terminal, okay. The power's off, but why? Does this help me? Was I supposed to do that? Oh, is he walking around up there? Yes. Touch. Yeah, I guess I can go up there with my glue gun. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Hi.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your psychoactive potential is at or near peak level.
Alright. You can move around while mimicking something, but you're undetectable only while standing still. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Good use of mimicry is to turn into small objects and squeeze through tight holes. Alright. I'm considering picking that up just for the memes. And shenanigans, because I need something that's goofy fun. Alright, so we can glue gun this. And in fact, I think it wants us to. Come here, you. Oh, you went into the med bay. Hey now! Hey now! Settle down, Helen!
Integrity diminished.
Okay. Hey, bullets. Hey, bullets. I'm glad I just made a bunch of those. Nice.
Requesting new operator.
And we'll just, grab a medbot out here for a moment.
TranStar Pyramid 490 medical class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Please help me. Please help me.
Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. Please hold still. This will only take a moment. There.
Thank you.
All better. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time.
All better. Okay. Oh. You scan the medbot. Come here, you.
Research complete.
Yay. Alright, I have to mouse 2 to back out of that. But to close the scope, I have to hit Z. There's a mimic over there. No new data on science operator. Let's gain turret powers.
Research complete.
I would like to fix you.
No Typhon material detected.
Weakness to melee doesn't sound right.
Checking for updates. Servers offline.
Someone's just made a right mess of this office. Possible to change hotkeys to avoid the stupid interaction. I can change the keybinds around. But I'm not sure. If it will let me, let's see. If it'll let me, like, you know, put right click for any time I have to close a menu or anything, because it looks like it's just toggles. Clean, interfocus. Why would... I'm not gonna deal with it.
Proximity sensor reset.
Or DS2 with the old shift left click to interact. What? I thought that was pickles. Don't want those pickles. Just going to deal with it as it is, and just, oof. There are no lemon peels in this trash can, and I'm upset about it. Oh, sweet Christ.
More specimens required.
Don't worry, there are more.
Scan complete.
Cool.
Cycling active.
Most enemies aboard Talos 1 are stronger than you. At least initially. No kidding. For attacking head-on, try gaining an advantage by disabling first. Freeze your enemies in place with glue or the disruptor stun gun. Buh? We don't have one of those. Block them from using powers with null-wave transmitters or the Psycho Shock ability. Drop EMP charges to stun robotic opponents. And enemies always take bonus damage when they're disabled. Okay. Alright, I'm hitting mouse 2 to get back. How long does initially last? Shh. Oh, damn it, I gotta pick all this crap back up. Come on. Why'd you not save that? It's my fault for not quick saving before I opened that up. I knew there was gonna be a bunch of crap over there and I just didn't. What are we doing with all these petri dish samples? Are we just stacking them and putting them in our pocket? Or eating them? Just scrape all that agar out with your teeth like you do with Oreos? Harmful. Okay, we're gonna quick save here. Oh, there's a note here. Warning, I've sealed several mimics inside. What? 2 casualties, so maybe as many as 8 mimics. Great. His name was indeed Mannion. Throw it, stupid! I did not get all of them. Get glued, nerd. Oh, hey, turret. I forgot I repaired you. Oh, y'all can break out of those. Cool.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Turret, help me. Turret, help me.
Cycling active. Scan complete. More specimens required.
Scanning intensifies. Let's glue you too. Why is my turret not doing anything? Okay, we've already scanned all of these. Oh, my turret is hurt. Okay.
Hello.
Hey. I made kind of a mess. Okay. We got a lot of research there, so I'm gonna save. Precious biohazard waste. Well, that grenade did do some good. Just didn't get all of them, but that's fine. Let's make sure we're not the only ones in this room. Oh. Alright, it looks like we're clear for now. Open that door up. Something flashing there. Ah, oh.
Hello, Dr. Kelstrup? I wanted to follow up on my request to view one of the volunteer application contracts.
Anna, you're supposed to be off today.
I had some free time, so I thought...
I've already told you, the VACs are sealed documents. My hands are tied.
But isn't there some allowance for the researchers? I mean, my God, I'm the one pushing the button.
Look, I understand. I really do. You wouldn't be human if this was easy.
I just want to be sure.
Believe me, everything we've done is perfectly legal.
Sure it
That's
is.
because Talos 1 is an extranational space. There are no laws.
Anna, you're tired. It's affecting your judgment. Now, I've tolerated it for a while, but enough is enough. You need to take some time, understood?
Yes, Dr. Kelstrup. I understand.
Good. Oh, look, you've made me late for a meeting with Alex.
No laws! No password found. We've already read that. Honey, sit up. Your posture is just terrible. I guess I could have just taken the ammo. I should have done that. That was the smarter thing, but it's fine. I can just recycle the gun. Okay, we're saving because this thing's gonna run in and kick our asses, I'm sure. Or if not that one. A similar one. Okay, here we're on the med bay. We're good. Actually, we're not. Med bay, help me. Where are you, Medbot? Medbot, Medbot, Medbot. Yep.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Hi, stop flying away from me. Please help me.
Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. Try to relax. What is this? You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
Yay! Alright, saving. Casually trolling dead people. They make it so easy.
Hello, Dr. Yu.
He does. Oh my god. Uh-huh. No new data. Alright, so we're good on scanning mimics. so I took the note, but I didn't read it. Can't see me, I'm being super sneaky. And just take all these notes. All of these notes say not a mimic. Okay, that's very funny, but also I'm about to die. What the hell? Did you actually move those out of the way? Oh, he did. Okay. I do like all of the not a mimic post-it notes. That's like some stupid crap I would do. It's the only way you can be sure, really.
Hello.
Sorry.
Good to see you
Didn't
again,
hear the
Dr.
noise.
Yu.
Thinking, damn, it's taking a while to reload all that. Huh. Bad turret, bad! Damn it. Oh, I'm boned. Okay. I don't know why I even picked those up. We're about to die. Yeah. Okay, so do not let anything see you ever. You'll just die. Cool.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll get gooed back up and then... Okay.
Hello. Nice.
Okay, that worked a little bit better. Let's put you somewhere more fun. Like right here. There we go.
Target, no alien material detected.
You sure about this? Not too late to flush it all out in airlock, you know.
I'm sure. Are you having second thoughts?
No way. I'm in. It's just... I'm not the one incriminating myself.
There's no happy ending for me either way. I'm trying not to think about it.
Sorry.
Did you make arrangements?
Mitchell's on board. He's gonna bring me food.
I don't need to know the details. Better that way. It has to happen on your next rotation. I put everything in a package labeled Mementos. The package is in my cabin. It's got to go to every media outlet imaginable.
Got it.
And Quentin, be careful. Security is already scrutinizing me more than usual.
All right. Cool. What happened? What? We just fixed... Should've just taken the ammo. Too loot happy here. Okay.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Okay. That could have been better, but it also could have been a lot worse. Can I lean and shoot it? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, I should have done that. Okay, biohazard waste.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Come back, where are you? Oh, you're all the way over there. We get all the mimics in here. Yeah, okay. The notes are funny, but they shouldn't all be things that I can pick up. Those should not have been interactable, because now I can't actually tell what I need to loot. Which I get is the point, but come on.
Nice to see you.
I'm already annoyed with so very many things in this game. Gotta make it that much harder for me to play it, I guess. Please help me, Medbot. I have to go fight freaking Medbot to get a heal. Not Medbot, this guy. Okay, we did get a range upgrade, but it's not quite where I'd like it to be. Okay. Medbot, where'd you go?
Hello. Nice to see you.
Come here! Help me! Why are you like this? Oh my god. The hell is this now? No wave transmitter! He became a beaker. Developed in psychotronics, the null wave transmitter emits a burst of signals which suppress the psionic abilities of anyone caught in the blast for a short period of time. It can be thrown or fixed to stationary objects using mouse 1. God only knows if I will actually manage to do that. Okay, cool. Alright, so if I throw this at a mimic, it's not going to be able to do that anymore. That seems like it's basically a silence. Using Mossbauer spectroscopy, we track hyperfine splitting of an isotope embedded in the target object. In this case, a standard TrainStar coffee mug. The creatures seem to have a weird affinity for them. Hey, everybody likes mugs. Come on. If the mimic actually altered its atomic structure to duplicate the target object, then we would expect the reading to be consistent in the duplicated object. When the alteration occurred, the reading was present, but the frequency had changed. The new object was on a different time scale than the original. Okay. Look at him. Oh. And we're putting this back on so I don't accidentally use one. Mimic theory. Time to place your bets on how this actually works. My money is on number 2, obviously. Number 1, hallucinogenic field. Mimics project a field that causes observers to think they see the object. 2, pocket dimension. Mimic swaps places with the object in a parallel universe, stays connected via a wormhole. 3, transmutation. Mimic reconfigures its atoms and molecules while maintaining its own subjective consciousness. Okay. After the last 6 months here, I'm going with 4, magic. Fair. Dome Taker. Dome Taker 3, pilgrimage to the autarky of the domed. Okay. Arrived with my last drop. Let me know if you'd like a download. The caves are all handcrafted. Cool. Nerds. Does Linsetta ring any bells? Dr. Gus Linsetta? What if I told you he worked with us for a week? 1 week. The week before the entire science staff had last quarter's neuromods removed. God. This font is not helping me. He left his badge in a locker. I had IT look up his account and it had all been deleted, all but his credentials. Who the hell was he? Don't worry about it. Introduce null-wave transmitter to test chamber to suppress Mimic's abilities. NW2 voice test results. Oh, he doesn't like it.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Okay. Q-beam? What? What if we do it again? There was only one left in there, apparently. Okay. Sure. We'll take these crumpled papers. Somebody's gotta clean this place up. The hell is all this? Well, I don't much care for that. Oh, this is a greater mimic. Huh. Okay. Why did it turn into the family photo, though? That was weird. Cannot pick up the cigar.
Isn't it fascinating? There's something almost angelic about those golden filaments, like frozen light. The Typhon weave it out of thin air. The question is why? We have a lot of theories, but no solid answers. Not yet. I wish you were with me, Morgan. Not the way you are now. The way you used to be. I know we could tackle this together. Like old times.
I can hear the Weaver through the walls. Son of a bitch is gloating, I know it. How are you holding up?
I dropped a couple of nightlights to lure the phantoms away. Put sticky notes on every goddamn thing I'm sure isn't a mimic. You?
Good. Safe inside the armory. Squashed a mimic that slipped in, but that's it. I got everything sealed tight.
What's our plan?
Wait for rescue?
You know, if we make it, Alex is just going to pull our mods.
You want to remember this shit?
I think we could get out through the guts. Work our way up to the Arboretum.
Okay. Say the word.
Typhon lure, huh? It's a nightlight. Emits a psycholuminescent signal that entices Typhon to move forward toward the lure for a short period of time. Combined with other weapons or tactics to escape, ambush, or observe Typhon from a safe distance. Okay. Another type of grenade. We are filling up our weapon wheel. It's gonna hurt me if I walk into it, huh? Surprisingly, no. Alright. Can't trust anything anymore. Alright, Rory, I've loaded another nightlight as requested. Up the psycholuminescence. It's time the Typhon ought to follow the lure like an imprinted duckling. Okay. Oh, he wants it. This isn't just luminescence though, it's psycholuminescence. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. Precious neuromods. Use plastic tubing. We'll take a Typhon lure. This is just the Space Invaders logo. Go look it up. Make a quick save real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's immediately get wrecked by whatever's here. Okay, this is just the other side of this room. Fair. That's that mimic. Okay. Crew quarters. Let me actually... Do I have snacks? Do have snacks. Cake. Yeah, sure, I'll eat that. Probably should not eat the samples. Udon though. I will eat that. Quick save!
Additive adjustment required.
Alright. Here's Helen's office. The bunch of numbers has shown signs of further instability in the last 24 hours. Subject demonstrated morbid curiosity in small objects around him, attempting to place them in his mouth and consume them. Nutritive and non-nutritive. Initial diagnosis would seem to be rapid onset pica, but there was no evidence of this prior exposure to the telepath. Okay. We're not ruling out suicide attempts, although the subject isn't making an effort to hide it. I'll be performing an endoscopic exam next shift to make sure nothing is lodged in the esophagus or intestines. Okay. 37 still under suicide watch. As requested, the prisoner hasn't been given any sedatives to keep his system clean for upcoming surgery. No food either, only water. He doesn't do much except rock back and forth, staring at the same point at the wall and mumbling to himself in Russian. Can't make out what he's saying. He's made no attempts to hurt himself that we've seen. This volunteer doesn't seem to be suicidal. He seems disoriented, like he's sleep drunk. Okay. Helen, I think we've gotten just about all we're going to get out of 37 by talking. I want you to schedule surgery within the next few days. Let's get it out and into analysis as soon as possible. Encephaloectomy, huh? Okay. Explain how mimics arrived here and how at least one survived in the vacuum inside the Kleka for so long. They can move to an adjacent dimensional bubble where time passes much more slowly, shifting back with the appropriate stimulus, e.g. prey. From the mimic's perspective, a 6 million year journey to our solar system in the form of an iron meteor might only take a few seconds. These things are the ultimate trapdoor spiders. Alright. It's not... That's not how that... Okay. Meteor, you say? Alright, back out here. We've got some things here. Let's save and... get back to the guts, I guess. However we could do that.
Hello, nice to see you.
Hi. Will you help me or are you just gonna be over there like some asshole? Asshole it is. Okay. Hi.
Take a good look. Everything happening on Talos 1 started here. You were so driven in the beginning. My mistake was agreeing to put you at the center of the tests. That's when you began to drift away from me. We're close to understanding what they're after. What they're building. Just need a little more time.
Okay. Sorry. Right. Sorry. Okay, I can't break that. I guess we have to go through this. Let me save in case I do something stupid. Because let's face it. Now you're on fire. Where are you going?
Hello.
Oh. Eh. Alright, it's not gonna hold long enough for me to actually, oh. I kept missing that one. That's the problem. Are you? Okay, I do see stuff in there that I would like. Now let's get attacked as soon as we come in here.
Hey! Hey, over here!
Research complete.
Hey, it's V bunch of numbers. Weaknesses, glue, psychic stun. Why are you immune to EMP? Like, I know it's not the same as doing that to a robot, but that's still gonna disorient you a little bit, huh? I guess not.
What, you need guns? Ammo? I saw one of them science types go into that armory. Saw him punching the code. You get me out of here. I'll let you have it. My name's Aaron. Aaron Ingram. Most of the other fellows were Russian. I speak a little, but as you can tell, I ain't from there. As you might have guessed.
I would like to keep my fingers, Aaron. Let's see.
Come on now, goddammit, let me out.
Just let me read. Volunteer test subject history for V bunch of numbers approved for viewing.
All you gotta do is open the door.
Fellow Texan, yeah, sounds like it. Human trafficking, kidnapping, solicitation of a minor, distribution of controlled substances, and fraudulent impersonation. Okay,
Hey.
Aaron.
What are you reading? My rap sheet, huh?
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, on my mama's grave, that is a stack of lies meant to make pushing that button easier on you. Okay, fine, listen. I want to be honest. Some of it probably is true. I done some wrong in my days, but this ain't right, now. Come on, y'all got to let me out of here.
Can I ask you about the minor thing?
I never did anything to those kids. I was just getting them out of a bad spot, that's all. Now, the real criminals, they didn't like how I was chipping away at their pile of rubles. They got their claws sunk deep in the government. Got me shipped off to the gulag. That's how I ended up here, see?
Mimic multiplication and material extraction. Extract mimic? What?
You know, I used to be a reverend. Training for it anyways. Till I got locked up. Behold, the wicked man conceives evil, is pregnant with mischief, and gives birth to lies. Does that sound like anybody you know? I know my life ain't worth 2 dead crickets, but nobody deserves this! No reason. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Just what the hell are you doing? What's that thing doing in there, huh? Shit! You! I told you not to do it! Oh, shit!
People are quick to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation. But it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. You know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. For all their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't. Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
Morgan, did you hesitate? At all? I'm sure he wasn't a good man, but could you have done otherwise, given the opportunity? The Typhon can only kill and destroy, but you're human. You have a choice.
Get anywhere, come on. Alright, good work, boys. Into the tubes. What we're doing right now isn't good either. And there we go. No more apples for you. Okay. Yeah, that was the most interesting thing we've seen in hours. Oh my god, that's so much.
The truth is discomforting. Every neuromod produced by TranStar contains exotic materials derived from a mimic. If you've been paying attention, you know how mimics get made.
Vital signs critical.
Seems my materials have been extracted. Am I gonna have to...
People are quick to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation. But it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. You know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. For all their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't. Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
Go. He was already dead. We didn't even get to watch him get attacked.
Did you hesitate? At all?
Oh.
I'm sure he wasn't a good man, but could you have done otherwise, given the opportunity? The Typhon can only kill and destroy, but you're human. You have a choice.
Okay. Let me come in here. Let me get this apple again. Give me apple. Okay. Gimme.
The truth is discomforting. Every neuromod produced by TranStar contains exotic materials derived from a mimic. If you've been paying attention, you know how mimics get made.
Okay. No wave transmitter didn't seem to do anything. Okay.
The truth is discomforting. Every neuromod produced by TranStar contains exotic materials derived from a mimic. If you've been paying attention, you know how mimics get made.
More specimens required.
And I'm standing in the goop. Okay, my suit is FUBAR, and I have no health. I mean, yeah, if we are just gonna blow up the space station anyway, he's just gonna die anyway, so I may as well get the free apple and all of the exotic material. Does this make me a bad person? Probably. Do I care? No. There we go. Oh, I have 4 neuromods now. Speaking of free apple. Neuromods. We need it. Do I not have, I thought that was that. I thought it was Gunsmith. You know what? That's fine. Extra damage, that's fine. Okay, this is the way back out.
Hello.
Hi. Help me.
Scanning. Neuroimaging shows your mental resources operate. This should help. That should help you concentrate.
Okay, now we need to still access guts. Escape pod keys there. Guts is over there. Why is that still marked? This is supposed to be marked and it's not. Okay, so it is still back through there. How? Okay. I thought those doors were blocked off. Yo! All that stuff there! I'm not sure if that's a mimic or if the physics is just going nuts. Because I don't think it can detect that it's a mimic because there's this door here. I mean, I hope it is. It would be great if it was actually working as intended. Okay, so I got all those. How do I get, How do I get in? Armory. Don't have a key for that. Okay, I guess we can't go to the guts right now.
I was afraid of this. The scientists here were in the middle of something when they died. Access to the guts is closed off during experiments. Security protocol. You'll have to finish what they started. Back in the 60s and 70s, the first research teams tried to communicate with the Typhon, but this proved impossible. Their cerebral structures are highly developed and intentional, but somehow unapproachable. They have no speech of their own, no language. They don't even seem to see us. Not like we see ourselves, I mean. I'm generalizing when I say us, of course. I'm not a person. Not like you.
Live exam procedure in progress. Local lockdown in effect until procedure terminates.
Okay, speed scan. Give me that thing. Yes, let's put that on. Okay. Game where we're supposed to turn off the lockdown in a closed facility. Where have I seen that? This is the first of its kind. Alright, let's see. Ensure there's a cadaver in the enclosure and activate the psychoscopes prior to opening containment cylinder. I can hit Z to do this. And actually lock me into the screen. I don't think I've ever done that, but that's the same button I need to activate my psychoscope, which I need running before the thing. What? Activate psychoscopes before initiating experimental procedures. Yes. Open containment shield. Sure. Cool.
Warning, examination theater compromised.
More specimens required.
Warning, examination theater compromised.
Alright, so here's V bunch of numbers.
Warning, examination theater compromised. Warning, examination theater compromised. Warning, examination theater compromised.
Okay, he's down.
Live exam
Hello, how are you?
Lifting local lockdown.
Oh, blue pomegranate. I'm doing alright. Bet yourself. Deploy null wave. Now that we've taken it out. Thank you. Requesting new operator.
Transtar Cobalt 410 engineering class operator ready to deploy.
Please fix my suit. Rad. Okay. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Not this though. We speedrun Toe Jam and Earl on Fridays. Is there anything else I need to do in this room? It's not. To the morgue. Okay, we have a turret. We have a mimic. On you go. Another mimic. Just says no new data. And there we go. Hang on. Which hand's missing the fingers? I guess we can't tell because she's got gloves on. Ooh.
Attitude adjustment required.
Let's see. indisposed. I've never seen this name. Is it Demian? Demian? Kelstrup wants to discuss some urgent matter. The science operator lets itself in the morgue by the half hour on the dot every day. Shadow and slip in. Oh god. Remember how funny I found Alvin Broyles, okay. Movies up until I had that second Combinatrix Neuromod installed? Now they can't even elicit a chuckle. I'm not imagining this, am I? I did enjoy them, right? Haley isn't happy about it. Ever since she scrutinized my every move, how much hot sauce I use, where I put my shoes before bed, shit, even my handwriting. You'd say you're still the same person you were before your mods went in, wouldn't you? Perhaps not.
Error log submitted.
Yeah, you go ahead and submit an error log. There we go. Discord mods do that to people. Oh god! Well, I guess let's get into the morgue here. We cannot. Follow the operator. Go in the morgue.
Operator approach.
Okay. What is this? We have found more things I cannot read. Attention, live specimen. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, how do we progress in here then?
Attitude adjustment required.
I have to shadow it and slip in. Do you think it's actually going to do the thing? It doesn't look like it's actually going to do the thing. That email says that this guy enters the morgue every half hour and was giving instructions to the other guy that we should just follow it and slip inside. And I'm trying to tell if that was flavor text or if we actually need to do that. I mean, yeah, we may as well. Because it keeps coming around to this corner and then just going back around, so... It goes through autopsy. And then circles around the side. It's gonna be real sneaky. How's it going now? Why did it go up? Okay.
Error log submitted.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really anything we can do in here. Which sucks, because there's a lot of stuff in there that I would like to have. See if it'll actually go down there when I'm not crouching in the corner. Yeah, it just turns. Can I talk to you? Can I do anything?
Your suit meets regulation.
Yeah, it does.
Is there a system that needs my attention?
Yes, let me into the morgue. Okay. Do I need to go back upstairs and break in through the top or something? What are we doing? Okay, yeah, I can't even do that until I go through guts. Yep, just go through. Welcome back. You have missed very little. Oh, there's me. I have little to no Typhon material in my system. This is cool that we get to look at this, though. I was hoping these were stored in a nice way. And they are. That's right, we've unlocked new things. We get electricity power. Resistance is nice. Ooh, hell yeah, regeneration. Okay. Ether resistance, okay. Oh, interesting. I can absorb half of ether damage as side points, okay. Create a phantom that will fight for you from a human corpse. That's why we can carry bodies around with us. I was wondering about that. Okay, and we have a, you know, teleport dash thing. Create a shield for 20 seconds, which prevents the next enemy attack from damaging you. Okay. I kinda don't understand what... Like, have I missed something down here? I can break this. I can't break this, though. Well, I can, but then I can't get in. There's stuff in there that I very much want. Oh. I see. We're finally going to use it. Okay. There we go. Hey. There's Dr. Bellamy. Progress!
This isn't the first time a Typhon organism has broken containment. It happened before, shortly after your initial neuromod tests. You and Alex fought about terminating the project, evacuating, but Alex insisted he could control the situation. That's when you began implementing secret contingencies, hiding the plan for your arming key, videos, the January protocol. Your concerns have proven to be correct.
Just gonna eat that banana off that dead guy. He won't be needing it anymore. Oh, you got tomato jerky? Hell yeah.
Operator approach.
No, she can't just do that. Where's the fun in telling us what's going on without making us run around for it first? I should quick save. Oh, hello. Okay, now we can make some progress. Damn. Or can we? Well, shit. Can't actually get away from that. You can still shoot me with those, even while I'm, Yeah, I don't want to go in there. Where are you?
Eradicator auto turrets. TranStar's last-ditch defense against an outbreak. Flimsy.
Yeah, they
but
are.
They're easy to fabricate. Best part is the built-in psychoscope tech. They can discriminate between alien and human targets. Shouldn't be a problem for you, since you're not an alien.
Sure. Not sure how much longer that's gonna last, but sure. Oh, finally, enter the guts. Let's go. It just looks like a long tunnel, so I'm sure there's all kinds of shenanigans going on. Oh, yes, because the T in guts is for tunnel. Very good.
Morgan, where are you going? You won't be able to use Alex's escape pod without... Wait, who are you? Please identify.
Morgan, this is January. That operator was an earlier defective model, or something worse. Alex, the Typhon, they're all working against you. Trust yourself. Trust the video you made. We need to get the arming keys and destroy Talos 1 before it's too late.
Okay, so everything we're being told is a lie then. Yep. Laurel, there comes a time in every man's life when he looks toward the future. Our future. Eraser marks, okay. You do me the honor of accepting this proposition of affection and stupid eraser marks. Okay. Yeah, we're rolling it back to November. The electrical fault is still an issue in subsection 19. When will the replacement electrical components be available so I can finally get this repair underway? You understand I cannot leave the subsection offline at all times, correct? Meanwhile, having to navigate around fan vents is not ideal. Oh, God. Parts are on the way, says Clive, who is now dead. And here we are climbing through vents again. Let's recycle. Yes! The recycler is my favorite part of the game. Speaking of, let's save. I don't know. I like seeing all the cubes come out. Oh, we get to use it again! Yay! I am a child. Oh. That wasn't a cube. That's less fun. It doesn't make the cube noise. I'm gonna be honest here. I am incredibly bored with this game. I just don't care. I'm sure it's a great game, and I'm sure this is right before things start to get interesting. And I'm sure once I unlock powers, it'll be like super fun and cool, but I just don't care. And I feel bad because a lot of people really like this game and had a lot of fun with it, but it just... It's just not grabbing me. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong other than the glaring UI problems that I'm having. Which, granted, I will accept my own failures on that part, but I can guarantee I'm not the only one struggling with that. The plot itself seems to be unnecessarily, like, they're trying to be sneaky and tricky, but it just doesn't, ugh. And then, yeah, like, what Galaxy's been talking about, it's like, the game makes you go run around for like 3 more hours. Granted, that's my time. It would probably take somebody else like an hour tops. Just to come back to the same spot, fulfill an objective, and then get like 2 more lines of dialogue, and then be like, okay. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't feel rewarding or meaningful. I have lost my ability to speak because I'm just trying. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong here. And it's a shame because the game looks cool. But I don't know, a lot of it feels like it's just copied and pasted from other games. Like how we've been able to pinpoint, okay, this is BioShock, and this is Dead Space, this is every alien space station cliche ever. It's just... And yeah, we've seen what? Mimics, big guy, variations of big guy counts as half an enemy, and then the harvesters, so that's like 3.5 enemy types. Granted, I understand we're still pretty early on in the game, I think. But yeah, I just... I just have no drive to play any more of this. Maybe sometime in the future, we'll try it again. Maybe. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm never touching this again, but yeah, this is just not engaging me at all, and I feel bad because I know I've been noticeably bored for at least the past 2 streams now. Yeah, it definitely has parts that are good, and I can understand why people would enjoy it, but just not grabbing me. So I'm gonna try to figure something else out to play next week. Unless y'all are just really, really desperate to see the end of it, but I personally don't care enough. Yeah. Alright. I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and put a pin in this for now. And tomorrow, Toe Jam and Earl, it'll probably be a short stream. Brood's getting out of work early, so we'll probably get a couple runs in. Well, we'll see. Maybe one decent run and then a bunch of botched runs. And then yeah, I'll figure something out for Monday. Have a good time playing something more interesting. Out of town tomorrow, so I'm saying goodbye till Monday. Okay, have fun. Safe travels and all that. I may just take tomorrow off as well. We'll see. The new Destiny season just started and I'm actually like super into it, so. Anywho, alright, well, thanks for hanging out. Sorry this one was, oof. We've had 2, in a row, and, yeah. I don't know. We'll see what the next game holds. Yeah, I tried to give it an honest try, and it's just, It's like when people started playing Days Gone, and they said after the first 10 hours or so, it really picks up, and it's like... I don't want to wait 10 hours for a game to start getting good. I'm sorry, that's too much. You can have a bit of a slow burn, but that's only gonna take you as far as maybe 5 hours tops with me. I'll look into it. Will I remember later? Probably not, but I will try to look into it right after we cut off the stream. Alright, I'm gonna go eat something and then go play something fun. See y'all later.